So you guys have your name up there, and then the most important thing for you guys to notice is that if you have side A, then you have angle A inside of cosine. Side B, then you have angle B. Okay. Sometimes we're not going to have A, B, C labels. We're going to have different labels in there. So if you can recognize the pattern, it's going to become a lot easier to remember the formula. Okay. To use this, we need two sides. Whoops. We need two sides and one embedded. Yeah, no, that's how you spell it. Embedded angle. Okay, that would be a side angle side. The angle is in between the two sides. Or you need to have three sides and no angles, or zero angles. Okay, and that is side, side, side. So you use the law of cosines with a side angle side triangle or a side 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 triangle. Okay, and that stuff is just the stuff that they give you in the problem. So let's look at two examples. There's only two of them. Okay, but the most tricky part about it is setting it up. So why don't you guys take a moment right here and draw a picture for example A. So you can have different triangles. I'll draw two different ones because maybe one of these will be yours. They don't have to be perfect. How many of you guys put an A right here for this angle? Yeah. Okay. So if you put an A there, did you put the B up top? Yeah, because that's where I normally put it, and I put the C right there. Or you could have went like this. You could have drew it like this: A, B, C. You know, it really doesn't matter. This is just a visual to help you know what to plug into where. So I'm going to work with the top one. This is 120 degrees. And then if your B is right here, that means this is side B right there. And so we could put a 7 there. And then the other number was an 8. Okay. Now if you have over here, well, actually I'm going to go ahead and plug it into there to show you the difference. You have 120 there. And what changes? Yeah, the 8's there and the 7's there. Okay? They change spots, but when it comes time to plugging this stuff into our formula, you still get the same result. Alright, what's the missing side here? What's that missing side? A. Okay, so, and this is still A right there, right? Okay, so again, we're looking at opposite things here. So we're going to look for this A first. You could not do law of sines right here, okay, which is what you guys are most familiar with, and this is why. See, sine of 120 degrees would be over A, and then sine of B, sine of B would be over 7, and then sine of C would be over 8. Do we have a complete fraction here, a complete ratio? No, we don't. This first one has an A right there for the side. This one has a B for the angle, and this one has a C for the angle. There's no complete fraction here, so we can't use law of sines. So if we find A, will we be able to then use law of sines? Yeah, so let's do that. Let's set up our formula first. So we have A squared equals, okay? Now if that's A squared, then this one has to be B squared and C squared. Then we have the minus 2, what? 2 times what? B, C, yeah. 2 times B, 2 times C, 2 times B, then C. And then we have times cosine of capital A. Alright, so let's plug stuff in. We don't know the A. We do know the B. The B is going to be 7 squared. And the C is going to be your 8 squared. Then we have 2 times 7 times 8. And multiply that times the angle. So cosine of 120 degrees. Alright? Now, once you start figuring out how to plug it into the formula, that part's not the hard part. The hard part's the simplifying part, because this is where everybody makes mistakes. Remember your order of operations. I can't simplify the A squared, so I leave him alone. That's going to be 49. That's going to be 64. And what is 2 times 7 times 8 going to be? What's that going to give us? So minus. Anybody? See, 2 times 7 is 14.
I mean 112.
Yeah, 112. Okay, then we have cosine times cosine of 120. Okay, now I'm trying to find the value of A. which is kind of nice because the a is all alone. So only thing I really have to do is simplify this side. Do you guys know what to do next? I know what you guys want to do. You guys want to go 49 plus 64, and then you want to go minus 112. What's wrong with that? Why can you not do that? Yeah.
You have to do the 112 cosine of 120 first.
Yeah, you see this right here? That little dot right there? What does that dot mean? It means multiply. We have to multiply first before we can do any subtraction. Now we can add these two together because those two aren't multiplying to anything yet. Or not, I shouldn't say yet. They're just not multiplying to anything. So we have 49 plus 64, which is 113,
yep,
minus 112 times cosine of 120. Now, plugging this into your calculator is key. Let me tell you guys how I normally do it. You could probably do it a different way. Actually, I know you can. But just make sure you get the same answer so you know you're doing it correctly. I would do this first in my calculator since you would always do multiply first. But is that 112 a positive 112 or a negative 112? You see, if we change that, we eliminate a mistake that students make all the time. If we change that to addition and change that 112 to its opposite, which is a negative, you won't have to worry about the negative anymore because it's in your calculator. So say negative 112 times cosine of 120. But for the negative sign, remember, it's not the minus sign. There's a special button for a negative. It either says this. It says plus minus, or it says minus with parentheses around it. Your button, it looks like one of these. Okay, that's how you make it negative. And after that, after you multiply those two together, add 113 to get to it, and tell me what you get. What do you guys get?
13.
You get 169, right?
Yeah.
Okay. A squared equals 169. So what does A equal?
13.
Yeah, buddy. You got 13 right here.
And it's exact.
Yeah, isn't that cool? I love pretty answers like that. Did you guys all get the pretty answer in your calculator? It makes you feel good inside, doesn't it? It better. Otherwise, you're weird. I'm not the weird one. You're the weird one. Okay, so I'm going to put 13 right here in my law of sines. Okay, can we find the rest of these variables now using law of sines?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can. Okay, I'm not going to take the time to do it right now because we went over it extensively yesterday. I just really wanted to do the law of sines part. But we did find this side. Now we have opposite angle and sides so that we can use the law of sines. Yay. Okay, so here's some steps. Use the law of cosines to find a blank opposite the given angle. The what? Yeah, the side. So put side in right there. And then this next one says, use the law of sines to find a blank opposite the shorter leg. I don't think it has to be the shorter leg. Yeah, we're gonna find the angle. Oh, these aren't. I didn't originally create these notes, but it's fine. It's still good. I'll just say use the law of sines to find an angle. I wouldn't write this other stuff, but it's okay. Find the third angle by blank the known angles from blank. This has to do with 180 degrees. If you have two angles, you can use the 180 degrees fact to find the last angle. So it says find the third angle by adding. No, subtracting. Subtracting the known angles from 180 degrees. Okay? Alright, so that part's done. Let's do this next part. Okay, this is B. Alright, students, draw your triangle. And then see, after you draw your triangle, see if you can plug everything into a formula. The law of cosines formula. Alright, I'm going to finish this on the next video.